What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I am down at the Salem Wildwood manufacturer to debut 4 of their new models. And the nice thing about this is they take their classic designs and they have really reworked it for the 2026. Now this one in particular is going to be that rear corner bunk with your mid kitchen. And then, you know, as Salem usually does, they have a fantastic bedroom. I think you guys are gonna really like it. Let me know what you think about the changes here. So again, it's the 2025 Salem 260ICE. And the ICE stands for Intelligent Camping Experience because, you know, as they say, everything is designed around camping. These are people that actually camp and they use kind of the forethought of that in the design of the kitchen. You have stuff like pull-out tables, but then you're also going to get things like JBL speakers and a ton of lights. I really liked how Salem reintroduced the outside lights, which, you know, obviously at night they show up quite a bit better. But since this is a brand new model, specifications, assuming that they are out by the time I publish this, that will be down in the description along with a link for where you can access some various Funtown RV locations where these things are going to be heading to first. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the tour. Drop a little comment or Rooski, and if it's your first time to the channel, if you don't mind, you know, consider that like and subscribe button. But all right, 2025 Salem 260 ICE, and when you walk in, I mean, I'll tell you, the floor plan is not like the craziest. They didn't reinvent the wheel with this. However, this is a bread and butter staple for a family. Like for us, you know, we have 4 kids at home, and having the double over double corner bunk with a little privacy is very nice. You also have the bathroom here in the corner, which I'll show in a little bit more detail, but I mean, look at what they do. So now keep in mind, this is going to be an entry-level price point unit, but there's nothing about this that I think looks entry level. The closet, they reworked that too. We'll show you that here in just a second. But one slide over here in this unit, you're going to have a jackknife sofa so you can get a little extra sleeping. You're also going to have some storage there up underneath. Since it's not a trifold, it's just a jackknife, you get a lot of usable extra storage. So I really like that. You know, drop a comment, let me know what you think about that versus maybe kind of like a pull-out type trundle bed where you lose, you know, that storage. You're going to get the bamboo shade, get your Dracula on, baby, stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out, and then like they did in 25, you have the crescent moon kind of accent lighting there out the back, which at night, I think that would be a really great place to snuggle up with honey buns. The nice thing about this setup here too, is you're also going to get plenty of storage over here in the side, but you're also going to get a really good view of the TV. But notice this. Again, guys, entry price point camper, but it actually does have a televator. So that is a feature that you typically see on your more high-end fifth wheels or your, you know, very high-end travel trailers. You typically don't see it in an entry-level price point unit. And what I think is really nice about this, you also have a fixed fireplace too, by the way. And this table, the top pulls out to provide an extra 2 seats right here as well. But what I think is so important about this brand is you don't have to be somebody that's really rich to go camping in something that looks like super pinkies up. I mean, for me, I mean, heck, I don't know how you guys feel, but I think this really competes with some campers that are going to be twice the price of this, which I think is the major allure, you know, for Salem Wildwood and why they're going to be, you know, the cream of the crop in terms of sales. So right here, you have a little bit of a button right there, and you pull it up to your custom 50-inch Odeon TV. So Odie, if you're watching, what's up, brother? So Odie, if you're not familiar with him, they named it the Odeon TV. He's going to be the product manager here for this brand. And the dude is obviously, he is on it decor-wise. I mean, look how beautiful, like, even this is. And the nice thing about this is, as crazy as it sounds, having a feature like this actually saves you money because right down here, you have that aluminum rack to hold it in place, but it's also going to be a split here in the countertop. What that allows you to do is have this countertop being in 2 pieces to lower the cost of the RV, but now it also raised the aesthetic. So it's kind of like that 1-2 punch, you know what I'm saying? So right here, you got some overhead storage for, you know, your Bourbonski cups, you know, your coffee cups, and then of course, you know, your fake succulents. I also like how you get these extended kind of clips right there too. I think that's pretty nice. I mean, what a great place for maybe something like a lemon tree or your vinegar and olive oil. You know, the other thing is too, and if this was lowered back down, all the campsite windows too are really nice, so you can kind of watch the kids and see what they're doing. You're going to have a really nice oversized sink too as well. I like that a lot. Plus you got the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And then as far as storage is concerned, let's see what we got. We got a little area right over there. That'd be perfect for maybe like, you know, your soaps and whatnot. And then I love the fact that you get the 2 pull-out drawers. I just think that is very pinkies up, very highfalutin. I'll tell you what, one thing is for sure, and I keep saying entry-level price point, entry-level this, entry-level that. Man, I'll tell you, when you walk in here, you gotta feel like king of the castle. Like, I don't know if you guys, if you have kids, I'm sure you have, but King Julian from the Madagascar, you know, he's just a fancy dude, you know? I feel like King Julian would have a good time in one of these. You know, I'll tell you what, speaking of kids movies, we've been watching my 3-year-old daughter. She's 3.5. My birthday is over in August, so I guess, dang, that's coming up pretty soon. That's wild. About to have the 4-year-old. But we've been watching Matilda, and every time we see somebody that looks a little grumpy, she'll always be like, oh my gosh, it's Trunchable. Principal. If you guys haven't seen Matilda in a while, it is an A+ movie. All right, so flip it around. One thing I did, because I'm hopped up, I'm excited. You guys know how I get when I go and record units. The Blade lighting, and you also have those on dimmers too, and you're going to get a 15K AC, plus you have your JBL speakers here as well. So again, not just kind of your middle of the road speakers. They actually have really nice high quality ones. Now this is something that is new that I haven't seen before. I don't know if they invented it, you know, or not. It might be in something else, but I'll tell you what, this pantry space really sings to me, because one, you have this kind of here for cubbies. You also get a little hanging area, you know, whether or not it's like, you know, like a hoodie or two, but I'm thinking like a little Dyson vacuum, or maybe even some picnic table chairs, something like that could go into. And then where this only goes to here, that's because you have that cubby back there before. So you got kind of a 3-way pantry, which I just think, you know, is really nice. You have a 10.7 12 volt cubic 12 volt refrigerator right here. What's nice about this, it'll run off of the, you know, solar. If you got solar, it'll also run off the battery, and obviously your truck when you're driving down the road. But by now you're probably used to the 12 volt. But if not, just kind of gives you a basic little rundown there. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, look at that. What a nice little view right there. I think that looks super, super sharp. But guess what? It's not over. So right over here into the bedroom, notice how you have a really nice and wide entrance in there. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. I got pretty broad bowling shoulders. And you can see, I mean, from side to side, me, Hunter, me can spread out, still walk good. You also have the sliding semi-pocket door, but on this side, it's got kind of like the crescent moon shape again that matches up with that over there. So a really slick view to it. And then I just love these. I know they don't cost much, but you got them all over the place. You saw one here, one on the other side of the wall, but they also have them right over here, which I'll show you once we go back over to the bunk and the bathroom. But I just love how these clips, you know, are all over the place. TV backer location right here, along with the appropriate plugins. Obviously, we have a window. It's going to be tinted, opens up there for you, you know, for a really nice breeze there at night. But you're also going to have, you know, part of that ICE, the intelligent camping experience. You got 3 steps leading up here. And then you also have like a little laundry chute area right there. But you're going to have the Murphy bed style seating. So that way, you know, you can lay it down. Obviously, when you're in sleeper mode, it kind of blocks your kind of like walking in and out of access. I would call this like getting dressed mode. And then obviously there is going to be sleeping mode there too as well. Right here are going to be the specs. Actually, I forgot. Okay, so they did, when I said that earlier, they did have them for me and I just forgot there. Hitch weight 695, 65, almost 6,500 pounds, and the length of 29 feet 11 inches. And there is kind of the full spec. So make sure to pause that if you want to see it. And I will copy paste this down into the description. And again, I'll also have those Funtown RV locations as well. All right, 260 ICE, so far pretty good. You got the little steamer stink sucker 3000 right here. Really helps kind of circulate some of that air for you. You're also going to get a shiplap finish here underneath the table. And again, that table does expand out, and your 2 pull-out drawers. All right, now for the kiddos. What you got is you got your double over double bunks. And this one right here does come down as well. And you'll notice that it's going to be on the strut system. So it's going to be really nice and easy there too as well. 2 USBs. Or I'm sorry, it's not 2 USBs. It's a USB and a universal C. And then you have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. So I would definitely put the favorite kid right up here. You got a couple little hooks right there. Hang a hoodie on me, and you'll be good to go. Internal head height. I'm 6 foot, maybe 6'1" with the old Birkenstock-Roonies on, but you're looking at about 6'4" or so right there as well. All right, so now heading back into the bathroom. I'll tell you what, the bathroom is, it's not crazy, but it's perfect for really everything that you need without soaking up too much space. You got a decent sized shower for a fat guy. You're also gonna get the Suburban on-demand hot water heater, so you get showers, heated showers, you know, pretty much just like that, as long as you have propane with some more hooks. A little steamer stink sucker 500. I would like to see a larger one there. However, you know, it is what it is. Again, I know it looks like a fancy pants RV, but it's still, I mean, this is like that everybody goes out in camping type style. Like, I think if I was going to buy an RV, I think it would be the Salem. So I think you get the most bang, Salem or Wildwood, they're sister products. But I think you get the most bang for your buck in one. I mean, from appearances standpoint, I mean, look how nice that is. I mean, who doesn't feel rich and fancy? Look at that bowling gun, baby. You guys like the Picasso shirt too? Goodwill, like $4 or $5. Absolute steal. And if you guys stick around, wait for the Zen unit, you'll see why I'm wearing it today. But this will have the same mattress covers. We'll be moving that way here soon. And then you also get the porcelain foot flush throne Aruchki, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. All right, guys, let me go ahead and lower this too. I want you guys to see just how kind of like smooth and quiet it is. I love the picture drop that they did there. Pretty fancy. Oh yeah. All right, now I just want to show you one more little look on over here, so that way you can kind of see all of the windows kind of in their glory. And I think this will probably be the thumbnail right there. I just think that looks pretty darn schlickaroons. Look at that. But for real, I mean, if your kids are out there and you're camping along, I mean, that doesn't get much better than that. You have window coverage on both sides, which I think is just really nice. Control for your AC will be right here. And then right here is going to be your JBL controls, your main accent. And you can tell anytime that there's going to be a, anytime that you have a dimmer, you can click it right there. So you can see that like little extra, like little bar. Here's where you can check your tank levels. And then you are wired for the solar. So if you get it, this is where the solar charge controller would be. But now we're here on the outside. And in case you guys missed it the first time around, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description. But again, it's the 2025 Salem 260ICE. And what do you guys think about the new metal that they're using? So it's a little bit of an interesting setup here. So you have this style of metal right here, which this one is, come on, what's going on? I accidentally hit the thing where it focuses on something. So you have this style of metal right here, which is what they switched over to. And then you have this side where it looks like they're all like individual slats, if you can tell right here. And then this one is kind of like more three chunkier ones. But what's nice about it is it's actually a little bit thicker, it's a little bit sleeker, and it holds up to damage a little bit better. So it's 30% thicker, so it'll actually repel some of those rocks just a little bit stronger. I think someone once told me that it has like, you know, like a magnesium or something like that inside of them. But you're also gonna have your little rock guard here up front with a smooth finish for the front cap. I just think that looks really nice. You know, they always do a really good job of that. You're going to have your power tongue jack, your two 20-pound propane bottles, and then you place where you can put not one, but two batteries. And I like how it's already separated out, so it's already kind of a thought for it. Your battery disconnect right there. And then if you go up under here, you can see it's a heated and enclosed underbelly. And guys, we're still talking about, you know, that price point unit. So you're getting a lot of pretty darn good features in this, let alone the aesthetics of it are pretty darn crazy. You know, another thing that I really enjoy, and it's a really minor thing, but for me, I think if you add up enough little minor things, it turns into a major thing. They don't put those cheap plastic clips on this. The fact that it's actually the magnetics, you don't have to worry about breaking it, because I can tell you, just from me recording RVs, I have broken probably 500 of those things in my day. You have that bonehead moment and you just forget about it. But imagine this at night where it's all just lit up. I just think that blade lighting would look super, super sharp. I mean, what a good looking unit driving down the road. You got the sloth glow light for this awning here too, and you can see the awning probably looks like it's almost about 20 feet as well, which is gonna be really nice. And they're using the upgraded Solera 3000 series awning, so that will run off of your solar as well, or off of your 12 volt. Oh. see if I got my master key. This was locked right here, but let's see if I can. Shucks. This is going to be an outdoor refrigerator. Will be located right here. Outside shower, JBL speakers, outlets for your TV and a cable hookup, along with your Y bracket there too as well. You got your dual axles right here. And then you're using the extra large steps, which is good for, you know, the big guys of the world. You're going to appreciate that. I also like how the JBL speakers are anchored low as opposed to high, so it's kind of a more of an earshot experience there too. And this one's got the power tongue jacks too, so you have a control right here and right there. Heading up the back, you're going to have an actual bumper, so maybe you can put on some like bike racks or something of that nature. And then you're also going to see backup camera prepped and Lippert on-the-go ladder prep, so you can check your seals, check your slides, you know, do all that by, you know, getting the ladder. It runs you about $300-400, something like that off their website, and you can get on top of the roof and, you know, make sure all your maintenance is on your up and up. The other thing is too, these are actually going to be, and if I show you right here, let me lift that up there. They're prepped for your slide toppers. So in theory, if you want to add on slide toppers yourself, it should be a little bit easier. But that's basically a piece of awning that goes from here to here and prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. Cable, satellite, and black tank flush location right here. So black tank flush is basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. Speaking of poop tank, there's the drain tank. Mr. Sandman, give me your dreams. Dum, 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 dum. Sell me all of your coffees and creams. Back end of the Suburban on-demand hot water heater. And I think, guys, that about wraps it up. But all right, again, it's the 2025 Salem 260ICE, baby. My name is Hunter. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow. Around down.